Landen Roupp had a pretty good stretch this month, basically. But what were you seeing today that was off for him?
Yeah, I mean, his stuff was good, starting with their leadoff guy's obviously a pretty good player. Got bad swings off that guy. Might even been able to kind of change the tone of the outing if he can wiggle out of that by facing him in that situation. But he was up to 37 pitches. So it was really just, to me, the stuff was good. Again, not like it was great swings. It was the 5 free bases with the leadoff hitter starting the game, the hit by pitch, and 3 walks.
How much more frustrating is a night like tonight when you allow the 8 runs, but 10 of their 13 hits were singles? You hit a pair of guys, and then the guys immediately after drive-in runs just.
Yeah, I mean they did end up driving some balls, but there were some quirky ones like the one Brew dove for. I mean, I don't think we're going to get an out of that, even if we could have played it perfectly between him and Rafi. So losing is frustrating. You don't want to play sloppy baseball. You could argue that popped up a couple times. To me, I think throwing strikes is a different category, and ultimately it's just something we got to get better at. Wherever we're at in the league, it kind of reflects the walks per 9 on the defensive end, and then probably fighting to get on base a little bit more on the offensive end.
Hey, Tony. It looked like Logan Henderson had a good sequence of like a fastball, changeup, mixing in the cutter occasionally. What did you see the guys tonight struggle when facing Henderson?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like what Malley had going for him is if you can go to the bottom and the top with your fastball and it's firm, it creates problems to begin with. But then whether it's a splitty or a changeup, it just makes that pitch a whole lot better. Early on, I thought the guys were decent at laying off the fastball up. Score gets frustrating. He gets a little confidence and was going pretty good. If anything, you'd like to get above that fastball a little bit better. Few chases up, probably more than anything. Some of the foul balls or a few of the balls put in play if you can get on top of that thing a little bit better. But he's got a good arsenal, and then you build up a lead. I mean, how the bullpen was used and how the rest of the game flowed unfortunately stemmed a little bit from that 4th inning. So it starts to kind of change how the at-bats are and also, regardless if it's Henderson or whoever, how the pitcher's going about his business.
Landon, you had been on a nice roll coming into tonight. Just what wasn't working for you command-wise?
Really everything. Pretty frustrating. Didn't give the guys a chance at all tonight. And, I don't really have much to say other than I just got to be better.
Was there anything in particular in that 4th inning that didn't feel right?
Not really. Just wasn't landing my pitches. Struggling with the changeup first strike. I knew coming in this team was not a strikeout team, so really had to be in the zone, and I just wasn't. So got to be better.
Landon, in a game like this, if you're going to have to take a loss, would you almost rather get lit up than have most of the damage be self-inflicted by the walks, the hit batter? And a bunch of singles, really. Nothing real hard hit off you.
Yeah. I'd rather not either. I'd rather pitch well and give the guys a chance to win. So I don't really know. Just was not good tonight.
Before physically wrong with your out in the 4th inning, anything physically wrong with you out there?
No.
Before this month, you said that maybe you noticed something with your delivery that sort of felt out. Did it feel anything like that this time out?
Not really. Obviously, I'll go back and take a look at the outing, but no, I felt fine coming in the game. Just wasn't in the zone.
Making that decision, were you at mentally with how they made the decision?
It's unfortunate, obviously, missing a whole year and whatnot, but I'm looking forward to the process of, refining some things and getting polished and, just having a good rehab and coming back stronger and better. It's kind of my mindset toward it. But, the decision overall wasn't a hard one. I had the second opinion from Meister, and he was pretty, clear that I did need to have the surgery and get it fixed, so it's part of it.
Have you talked to anybody who's gone through this about what it'll be like?
Yeah. A lot of the guys in here have had it before. Miley here, Robbie, several others, so all encouraging.
I know you get the surgery next week. Do you have a vague timeline of what the next couple weeks are going to look like for you as far as maybe going to Arizona and recovering?
Yeah. So I'll meet the team in Texas Monday, and then I have a pre-op Tuesday, surgery Wednesday, and then I'll have a post-op Thursday and fly to Arizona, and I'll get started on rehab and whatnot.
Just going back to how the season went for you, what sort of your reflections, aside from injury aside, just reflections on how things went for you?
Definitely some good learning experience. First extended stint up here in the big leagues. Some good out and some bad. Learned a lot overall. And, it's unfortunate, but I'm looking forward to getting back up here. So.
Are you expecting to spend all of next year rehabbing pretty much, or has that been laid out for you?
I'm not for sure. I've never done a year-long rehab, so we'll see what it entails. And, obviously I want to be back as quick as I can, but we'll see.
Do you know what day next week you're getting surgery?
Wednesday.
Sorry if you already answered this, but when did you feel that, where you needed to get the surgery done, when it was something you just didn't feel right for you?
Are you asking when I decided to do the surgery?
Or just when you felt like there was you need to have a diagnosis for it?
I got my MRI back, and our team doctor, let me know that I did a pretty good toll on it, the UCL ligament. But he did leave it. Obviously, it was my decision whether I wanted it to be a stem cell PRP rehab route or the surgery. So that's where the second opinion come into play. And Meister was, like something that's good enough that it needs to be fixed. That and did some pretty good damage to it. So that's where we're at.